Welcome back to Street Moto Z. We're going to be doing some stop exercises. To second gear to 20 miles an hour, and at the cone going to stop in less than 25 feet. This is basic stopping, and during that stop when I finish, I need to be back in first gear and need to be ready to roll. Let's dive a little deeper into this quick stop technique. Let's say you were cruising in fourth gear and you have your hands here on your handlebars and you're cruising and something happens and somebody pulls out in front of you. So for a quick stop, you have to use both hands and both feet. Immediately go straight to your clutch, brake on your front tire. So do that. I do it at the same time. I do my feet too at the same time. See my knees go up? My left foot is on the peg. My right foot is normally on the peg. But what I do is I bring them up, put my left foot on the gear shift, and I put my right foot on the rear brake. So again, somebody pulls out in front. And then the left hand pulls in the clutch all the way immediately. The right hand starts progressively braking. You don't brake it real quick. You don't just grab it and brake it. You put your hand on it, start braking. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%, and hold that thing down till you stop. If the front tire locks up, not all bikes are the same. Sometimes you might get a front tire lock up. When you're pressing it, let go real quick and come back to 50 and 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 again. But let that front tire go if it locks up. Most bikes won't. Once you shift all your weight to the front tire and you're at 60, 70, 80, 90, all that weight's at the front tire, 100% pull, it's still going to roll, but it's going to stop very fast. With the right foot, as soon as you have to stop, you put your foot on the brake and start braking that rear tire and progressively braking that front brake. All the weight's going to shift forward. Your bike, yourself, everything is going to start shifting to that front tire. And when it shifts to that front tire, the back tire gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And when it gets so light, you have to let go of this back brake. And once all that weight shifts forward, you really want to let go of that back brake. While all that is going on, you're here in fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear, third gear, so any of those gears, your clutch is already in, and you go back down to first. So by the time you stop, if somebody's behind you and they're about to run you over and you stop and you see and hear behind you, you take off and get out of the way. If you're still in fourth gear by the time you stop, you can't go anywhere. It's good to get down to first gear and be ready to roll once you stop. One thing I'm working on now is, instead of riding and using my entire hand for the clutch, using my entire hand for the front brake, working on two fingers, pointer and middle finger, pointer and middle finger. So I still have a grip of the grip the whole time, and I can feather the front brake if I need to for some more advanced type riding. And also, you don't have to pull the clutch in all the way for it to work. You really only have to pull it in to where it touches your ring finger, and that's enough clutch. But by doing that, you have a good grip on both handlebars if you need it. So I'm working on two-finger technique. So for a quick stop, you could be riding with your two fingers just resting on the handles, and then you just clutch, progressively brake with two fingers, brake with your foot, and then release once the weight's shifted. And then on the gear shift, you just downshift to first till you stop. If you need to go again, then you're already in first. Boogie, get out of the way. This is something I'm going to try to be practicing every week. I've been riding almost every day, but just riding is not going to improve my abilities. I need to do some of these practices, slow motion type practices. Going to have to maintain control the whole time while doing these practices and get it to where it's automatic, where I don't even have to think about it. Right now I'm having to think about everything, and that's too much. So it'd be good to make this automatic, get the muscle memory down, and just make everything nice and smooth. It's going to take a few weeks of doing this over and over again a few times, and it's going to get easier and easier, and then I'll step up the bar and make it more difficult for each one of these exercises. This is the layout. So this is for the quick stop practice. Today the practice is going to be at 20 miles per hour second gear. Start braking right here at the blue cones. Shift down to first gear and come to a complete stop, the front wheel, before this white cone. So we're going to give it a shot. If we can stop before 25 feet consistently 10 times in a row, then I'm going to buy myself a milkshake. All right, coming up to the blue cones, and ooh, that back tire slid. That's not good. You do not want your back tires to slide. But back tire slid big time. Again, don't want the back tire to slide. When all the weight shifts up front, it's best to start letting go of that back tire. Initially, you do want to press some stopping power on it and slid the back tire again, kind of double stepped. I did notice also I did not shift into first gear a couple of times there and had to switch back to first gear. So we want to, by the time we stop, we want to be in first gear and we want to be ready to roll. Slid the back tire again. Haven't made a good stop yet. Ooh, more back tire slide. Did a little bit of a stoppie at the end. The stoppies are okay. You don't want to do too much of a stoppie though to get out of control. So, ooh, that was a good one. The back tire did not slide. Get back in the first gear and stopped at the yellow cone, which is shorter than 25 feet. 25 feet is the white cone. That was another good stop. Good stop. Good stop. Again, getting the speed up to 20 miles per hour in second gear and then stopping all of a sudden. Quick stop. It's called quick stop. That was a good stop. Yay, thumbs up. All right. Roll on. You can see here I'm going into second gear, getting it up to 20 miles per hour and stopping. Very good. Got it to first. Doing it again. Second gear. Stopping. Did good. Got it to second gear, 20 miles per hour. Blue cones in the front tire. Stop. Kind of had a little trouble on that one. I made quite a few mistakes. I forgot to put it in first a couple of times. I forgot to stop stepping on the back brake and sliding the back tire. Need to let go of that back brake and use the front brake more. Just got to get that automatic. Yeah! Still got my Dragonfly buddy.